Women shouldn't shave their legs, men shouldn't shave their faces, and things like bras, underwear, earrings, and rings are forbidden. Alexei picks his script up after saying hello to his girlfriend, Liza, who works as in charge of the horses and not acting. He also makes fun of Aglaya for her contract. The writers want her to be Grisha's love interest, which means she'll have to sleep with him, and that has Alexei wondering where the line between actress ends and harlot begins. Grisha starts living through an awful routine in the village. He has to wake up before dawn, eat broth with only flies as meat, work with horses he's scared of, use the forest as his bathroom, wear pants without underwear, and get whipped every time he's disrespectful. One afternoon, Misha is taking a break from work when he suddenly hears Aglaya crying, who explains to him that she's sad because her father wants her to marry an old rich man. Instead of showing sympathy, Grisha thinks it's a great idea, because if the man is so old then he'll die soon and Aglaya will get all the money. Some days later, Grisha steals a chicken and asks Artyom to get him some tools to make a soup, which Grisha ends up eating it all on his own instead of sharing it with Artyom, who did most of the work. When he discovers the chicken theft, he asks the culprit to confess or he'll whip someone at random. Once again, Grisha fails to show any sympathy for another human being and watches how Artyom is taken away for whipping without saying a word. Moments later, Artyom meets with Grisha and shows him the scars on his back, courtesy of the makeup department. Grisha continues not to care, and while explaining Artyom why, he sees Liza jumping off a horse and notices that she's wearing modern underwear when her skirt accidentally gets stuck. This could mean something for his situation, so he runs after her and throws her on the ground to try and see her panties again. But luckily other villagers intervene and get him off her so she can run away. Seeing as Grisha isn't making any progress, Pavel wants to shut down the whole operation, but their discussion is interrupted by some big news. Grisha is looking for Liza to apologize. The villager actors at first ignore him, since he isn't supposed to even know Liza, but Lev thinks this a great opportunity to get some progress done and orders the actors to tell him where she lives. Grisha apologizes to Liza, who has brought a wood stick with a nail just in case, and Liza accepts the apology but promises to still be wary of him.